Hello YouTube, welcome back to a new video. Today I will be explaining quite a few things. There's 4 parts of this video. Part 1, I'm explaining the benefits of switching from 8 to 10, from switching from 8 to 12 reps to 6 to 8 reps. I will be explaining and demonstrating the correct range of motion for the exercises and the movements. I'll be explaining proper range of motion for different muscle groups, because depending on what muscle you train depending on the range of motion that you do, it's not always the biggest, the better the stretch, the better the contraction, more optimal for muscle growth. Not very true. And I will be explaining my version of toning the muscle, because everyone remembers the old school bodybuilders used to say, if you do 30-40 reps, it tones the muscle, which is complete bullshit, because that doesn't work at all. Okay, so we're going to get into that right now, beginning with part 1. So, part 1, why switching from high repetitions to low repetitions is better. So, I personally, I use 6 to 8 reps, meaning bench press, for example. Sit down, I bench 60 kilos. I don't actually bench 60 kilos, I bench 90, but I bench 60 kilos, and by my 6th rep, I'm struggled. Okay, so keep 60 kilos till you can do 2 sets of 8 reps perfectly. So your 8 reps should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Finished. Both sets should be like that before switching. Okay, because that one is maximizing. Oh fuck, I hit my tripod. That is maximizing all the possible muscle gain from that weight. Because if by your 8th rep you're and you switch, then you up your weight, that means you have left, I'll say, a little bit of muscle on that weight you previously did, because that you will be stronger if by your 8th rep you're going and it's really, and you're fully shaking. Do you get what I mean? This way you're minimizing injury risk and you're maximizing full benefits of that weight. Well, that's why when I'll get into reasoning for that when I get into part 4, my version of toning the muscle, which explains that properly. Okay, so that's why switching from 6 to 8 reps is better. I personally noticed a massive, and I mean massive, amount of muscle gain from it, because I always struggle with my biceps. My biceps were always really small, and my arms. Since I switched to 6 to 8 reps, it's blown up. Much better. The only muscle groups I don't do 6 to 8 reps on will be my legs and will be my shoulders, because I cannot focus the squeeze good enough. Okay, I cannot physically and hold it and control the eccentric properly. That takes time. I personally don't like it. I still do 8 to 10 reps for that. Okay, so that's me finished with part 1. Getting into part 2 is correct measure range of motion for per muscle group. Okay, so we're gonna start from chest, and we're gonna go all the way. I'm not doing legs, because legs is I honestly I cannot speak on legs, as I'm not experienced enough, because I always used to be a fat cunt, so I never really trained legs, like, at all. Me walking up steps would just give me a leg pump at that. Like, so I'm gonna start off with chest. When you do a chest machine, okay, I'm gonna go with Smith. I'm gonna do my entire chest exercise, because I do a Smith press, I do pec deck, and then I do a chest press. Okay, when you're training for your Smith machine, okay, don't flare your elbows out wide like this. Okay, let me move this chair a little bit. Okay, don't flare your elbows out wide like this. Okay, keep it tucked more. Okay, because your chest joint is here. Okay, when you come in here, you put a lot of pressure on your shoulder, but by you keeping it here, you still get the same stretch, because you can bring your arm down. Do you see what I mean? So here or here, this does give you the same stress and takes pressure off your front shoulder. That's why when you're doing your chest press on Smith, you go, oof, bring it down. But I don't like to lock out. I don't fully lock at the top unless I'm like my last 2 reps to give me that little bit of rest. Otherwise, it's always go from here to there and then down. And I control all my movement. I don't oof and then fall again. Because going back to the repetitions, everyone used to think low reps is better for strength, but that depends how you train. Because if you're exploding and letting it fall, yes. But if you're controlling your eccentric, and like a full movement takes like 1, 2, 3 seconds, yeah, but if you're going 1, 2, yeah, obviously low repetitions will build you strength over muscle gain, over muscle mass. But when you control your rep, that's what builds you the muscle. It's the time under tension. That's a fact. Look anywhere, okay? So you control it. I like doing a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and you can count it, and you feel the pressure on your shoulder. It is incredible, okay? Because I personally on incline I do 90, okay? I can up that shit to 110, but I do 90 because I really control and I do my motion, okay? Then going onto a pec deck, okay? I'll explain a little bit more on the pec then once I get to the toning, because I don't want to go back and forward upon topics, because I want my video split so people can like click what they want to listen to first. When we're going for a pec deck, okay, everyone thinks, oh, get the big stretch. But no, I don't agree with getting the big stretch, because, okay, I can load 70 kilos here, but if I put my arm here, I probably can't load 70 kilos. I'll probably load 50. So what happens is you get here, and this is hard, and then you come here and it's easy. Okay, that's why me personally, I like this range of motion. This is enough for me. I don't see the point of going back, putting pressure here and risking hurting yourself. This is perfect. Okay, you go and you squeeze, you squeeze, and you squeeze. That's enough. And then eventually what happens is, which I will get into the toning of muscle, you will lower your weight and you perfectly do a nice good motion. But I'll get into that. Okay, with your chest press, for example, you can you have your straight bar and then you have your thingy bar. If your straight bar can go like this, I recommend holding it this way, not like this, not like this, but like this. Okay, this way, because when you get it, you can get a nice. You can bring this down, which will really stretch your pec. Okay, and you can get a good nice squeeze. But when you're doing it, don't just push. Push and bring your elbows in, okay? Because you can't squeeze it, but by you bringing your elbows in, that gives your pec a little bit more of a squeeze. So you can really contract your muscle by going oof, oof, like that. And it's, trust me, once you try it for the first time, it is incredible. It is so much better than anything else you've seen on the internet. Learning how to control your reps is so optimal for muscle gain, okay? Biceps, pretty much the same thing. Preacher curls, for example, everyone says when you do your preacher curls, fully extend down to the bottom. No, don't. There's no difference between you extending from here, okay, from you extending from here to here, I'm putting a shitload of pressure here, than by you going from here to there. This does not build you more muscle, but this reduces tension on this. It just hurts. But you staying here and you have to bring it up, you're always keeping your tension. Do you know what I mean? You following? And all the other muscle groups are like that. For example, back. Okay, you do your back extension. Don't go up completely, because this just fucking hurts, and you don't. It brings you no benefit when you do it. Keep your things a bit forward and bring it from your chin to there. Literally just oof, oof. Don't lock out. Just always keep this a little bit bent, so you always have high tension and you can oof, 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 like that. And you literally will see my lats engage. I have quite big lats. It's one of my best features is my back. Honestly, my back and my chest. You will see, look here and look here. Do you see what I mean? So you can oof, oof, because your lat contracts here. You don't have to go down here so much, okay? You can oof, 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 oof. Like I'm already getting a back pump just by doing that. Like it's incredible how perfecting your form can make such a big difference on how you train and how much muscle you gain. Honestly, really can. Okay, same thing with your T-bar rows, for example. When you do your T-bar rows, I'm going to talk for this part and then I'll go to the V part of the T-bar row. When you're doing it, go down completely, okay? Because yes, this isn't really for, it is a little bit for the stretch because it feels nice. But if you come down completely, you'll get a little bit of real trap activation too. So you can really squeeze and control your movements. Don't, no, bring it up and bring it down slowly and bring it up and bring it down slowly. It's same thing for here. Go down. There's no need to lock out your arms. Keep a little bit of tension and you can oof, 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 oof. Do you get what I mean? Learning how to control your reps properly will give you so much more muscle gain than lifting heavy weight. And I promise you, you might be like, oh, I can do 90 kg in the pec deck, but you control your weight properly and that shit's going down. Because like I was training with my friend yesterday actually, and on the chest press machine, he was lifting 50 kilos. Okay, he's not the strongest guy. He was lifting 50 kilos. I perfected his form. That shit went down to 35. 6 to 8 reps, by the way. Okay, perfecting your form will give you so much good muscle. And this is the reason I don't want to talk about legs, by the way, is because I'm not so experienced. And as I said, like today I was on call with one of my science-based friends. Okay, because I'm not fully science-based, I'm still a little bit old school at heart. Okay, and he was explaining to me how to probably do an RDL. Okay, because I didn't know how. I have to learn how to train my legs properly. Okay, but I can tell you confidently how to train all your upper body. Okay, I have 4 years training experience. I've lost over 100 pounds. I do know what I'm talking about. Otherwise, I wouldn't make this video because I wouldn't feel comfortable giving out information that could possibly hurt someone. Different muscle groups. Okay, there's a little bit for part 3. When you're doing a shoulder press, okay, there's no reason to bring it down here. Because when you bring it down here, you feel it on your chest. I'm gonna be really honest. And your shoulder, there's no benefit. When I need to take my rests, then I bring it down because I lose tension. When you're doing your shoulder press, don't a little bit below 90s here and go up. Not fully, don't lock, because then you lose tension here. That's the movement. That's it. Just like this. See? It's a little bit, not straight, but a little bit more below. And that's it. And when you need to lose your tension, don't lock out to rest, bring it down completely to rest. Okay? So it's, oh, oof, okay? That's the best way. And partials, oof, 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 like that. Like I'm already getting a bit of fucking shoulder pump. Anyway, so that's that one. So now we're gonna go into the toning the muscle part, which my version of toning the muscle, I'm gonna use preacher curl, for example. Okay, right now, I have upped my preacher curl weight 70 kilograms. Okay, I do my preacher curls and it comes to this, not fully locked, just a little bit less than fully locked. Right, about like that much of a gap. This much of a gap will not build you a lot of this gap will not build you any more significant muscle, but will reduce the risk of injury by a lot. Keep it here. You bring it down. You squeeze that shit down. Squeeze that shit down. Squeeze that shit. But once I'm at 70 kilograms and I can get a perfect 2 sets, and my 8th rep is like that, and I get it, and I don't have to fucking, but it's a little bit of a struggle. What I will do then is I want up to 75. What I will do then is I'll drop down to 55, maybe 60, okay? And I will go all the way back up to 70, but then I will extend my thing more, okay? Because what happens then is you can go and you can really do slow repetitions. Now, I promise you, doing a slow repetition will fucking burn your muscles so much, okay? Like this, and you hold it. Like that. And I promise you, when you start doing your reps like that, so get to your heavy weight with 80%, 70% good form and drop it and do 100% good form, I promise you, you'll blow up. I promise you. Because training naturally and training enhanced, you train 2 very different ways. Okay? A bodybuilder can do 15, 20 reps and get big. If we do 15, 20 reps, we're just going to burn more calories. We're not going to get bigger. We actually will less grow. We'll become endured, I think is the right word. Okay, so that is my version of toning a muscle. Up your weight. Once you finish it, drop your weight and slow down your reps a lot. Don't do more reps, just slow your reps down. Because by you slowing your reps down, you're putting more time under tension on your muscle, which will build you muscle, okay? And you're perfecting your form and you're reducing injury risk, okay? Doing 15 reps like oosh, 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 of 50 kilos like this, or doing 8 reps of 50 kilos like do you get what I mean? Do you see the difference? If you try it right now, you feel, if you start doing on your desk, you will actually start feeling your bicep pump. You will, and that will give you so much benefit. You have no idea how good that is for your muscles. It is crazy. This is nothing that you can turn around. I'm sure it's backed by science by far. This is personally experience and trial and error, okay? I have tried so many exercises and done them so many ways. I've done fucking pure old school by doing 8 exercises and 5 sets per exercise and 12 reps. And I've done the newest of the new of the science based. I'm telling you, the best way to do it is 6 to 8 reps and control your weight very, very fucking much. And I promise you, you will get bigger. I promise. And your pumps are crazy, crazy, crazy good. Crazy. And there is other big lifters, because obviously I'm not the biggest, okay, but I had to focus on burning calories and losing a lot of weight, so my calorie deficit is insane. I don't even consume 2,000 calories a day, and I am still putting on a lot of muscle, a lot of it. Okay, so I'm proof that it works. Okay, try it in the gym. Just, I'm not even going to say a month, 2 weeks, you will love it. I got my friend to switch from going from 10 to 12 to 6 to 8, and I perfected his form. In the 2 weeks alone, he's gotten bigger. I promise you it will work. Take my advice. Take my advice. I promise. Put in the comments right now the date. Come back to the video, and if anyone says it didn't work, I will personally show my lower body. I don't show my lower body because I have loose skin, because I'm so confident of it that it works. Please try it out. It's the best thing possible. Anyway, I hope this video helped. I tried to really best to speak properly, speak clearly. I have a microphone now. A very good friend of mine lent me it because he does content too and he's not using them at the moment. Oh, fuck, something in my eye. Fucking shit, con. Anyway, thank you very much, Emil. Really appreciate it. I'm going to try to do more talking videos. I'm really enjoying doing content at the moment. I'm hoping this just goes somewhere. Next video, talking video, I will put out will be everything I've learned over the past 4 years of trying to lose weight. Everything I did, fully transparent. Hope you guys found this really honest. Hope this guys helped. If it did, please drop a subscribe. It'll really, really help me personally, trying to convince my parents to let me somewhat try and pursue this. So, hope you guys have a really nice rest of your day, night, morning, whatever the fuck you're watching, whatever the time it is. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Good luck and fuck you.